we have 15 million accommodations in the world, and 14 million are still offline. And all the sales channels, including OTAs today, are trying to connect the same 1 million online accommodations. So why are they offline? Because we have an incredibly fragmented travel tech market solutions which are not easy to use and not affordable for the long-tail market. And this is also preventing the demand-side players from accessing and connecting with the offline market. In order to address these challenges, we built the industry's first peer-to-peer network marketplace where we are making the accommodations online with an offline, with a freemium and self-service business model and helping the demand-side players to connect with them. For the supply side, we built HotelRunner platform. We are making accommodations online under 7 minutes, where they can build their websites with an embedded booking engine, manage their property, manage their content, channels, and guests. They can also process payments and benefit from 100+ more features. We also built the HotelRunner Connect platform for the demand side, where they can manage their supply network. They can access new direct contracts and automate account opening, onboarding, and engagement. They can also get actionable market insights and see their position against their competitors in the marketplace. During the last 5 years, we have 37,000 accommodations from 193 countries in the network. We have also more than 50+ HotelRunner Connect partners, including Booking.com, Agoda, Hotelbeds, and Google. They are all leveraging HotelRunner Connect services for supply acquisition and engagement. As of today, we are processing 30 million transactions a day for 1,000+ global integration partners. Until today, we processed $1 billion worth of marketplace transactions. For our marketplace players, we help them to save 20% operational time and helped accommodation partners increase their occupancy by 12%. Our pricing is very simple. We are charging 2% out of realized marketplace transactions, and we are giving substantial discounts depending on our the volume that our partners are generating. Our competitors are lodging software sellers. However, we are not like them. So we have 3 key competitive advantages. Our business model is freemium and self-services. We are commoditizing the software stack for whole accommodation landscape. And our target market is long tail. HotelRunner, including company organization down to product itself, we designed everything to scale. And obviously, our third key competitive advantage is our peer-to-peer marketplace, which is unique in the industry. As founders, we have international backgrounds in our professional careers and academic careers, and this is also our second startup together. We have an advisory board consisting of 5 well-seasoned international experts in B2B marketplaces, technology, hospitality, marketing, and finance. We are also backed by a passionate team of 46 people from 7 different nations. HotelRunner is very well recognized globally by the leading industry players. We are the proud member of Booking.com's Connectivity Advisory Board, and we are their top connectivity provider worldwide. During the last 5 years, we established a scalable foundation for building a bigger travel economy by unlocking the untapped opportunity for the long-tail market. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ali. Focus group. little bit of a mixed bag. Some thumbs up, some thumbs down. Anyone want to jump in?
Yeah, I just think it's nicely wrapped around being channel manager, for sure. I know you say billion-dollar transactions, but obviously in the end, it's a small percentage of that. I like the concept of solving a solution of getting more of these offline online, but it's an extremely difficult nut to crack when you have the customer acquisition cost that's going to be it's going to be very, very heavy, because the final thing on the long tail, the price that you get from all that final end is, from a business point of view, it gets very, very difficult. So if you don't find a way to move up in ASP prices or whatever, you're going to potentially burn a lot through on the customer acquisition cost, unless you devise a model to drive that.
So I love the way you're taking care of a lot of needs of small hoteliers, and one of the things that I've learned in my position now at Brand USA is how hard it is for these properties to get in international markets. It's unfathomable to them. They don't have the ability to work with receptive operators, and so it's a real challenge. And I get this question all the time, so I think you're addressing an actual real problem, and I think that's great.
I think this is, I would say, needs a reality check. So all of these things are great, the needs and all that stuff, but the reality check is it's a very crowded marketplace. You only had some of the competitors. Then you have the local competitors. Selling to independent hoteliers, technology is almost an oxymoron. And sometimes these presentations need to go beyond, this is the problem I solve, and these are all my partners, to let me show you my ability to execute and succeed, and that's why I did the thumbs down. It's just one more big bridge to still cross. You know?
I guess my first thought was, oh Lord, we don't need another channel manager. But I had no idea there were 15 million offline properties. You want to talk about a long tail. I don't know, I can't comment on the business model. I think, KJ, you covered it pretty well. But in terms of still a lot out there to get online, it's a massive market to attack, and maybe they'll fall into something else that's lucrative there.
Unless Oyo goes and gets them first.
From my perspective, having been familiar with HotelRunner from a few years back, one, I think you've done a great job in sort of pivoting a little bit based on the market, but 37,000 properties of that kind is quite an accomplishment, because we know how hard it is to get it. And there needs to be some new solution out there besides some of these traditional players that charge a lot of money, and that's why they're not connected, because they can't afford to spend several $1,000s a month. So if you get the economics right, you might be able to make some headway.
All right, let's bring it back
People
down.
said the same thing about Salesforce, who started the same way, right? And freemium and dial-up and calling people. It works.
All right, great. Real quick.
Yeah. So the freemium and the self-service business model is really working. So we demonstrated across all geographies, especially in the emerging markets. And regarding to customer acquisition, we do also smart partnerships to acquire new actually supplies. Since the whole base is almost free, everybody is trying to integrate with our, the solutions as well.
Great, thank you very much.